What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to Funnelheads. Now everybody's getting super excited for the debut of Carnival Cruise Line's brand new ship, and that is the XL Class Carnival Celebration. I did want to share these videos from the brand ambassador, Mr. John Heel, the one and only. Now these are his videos. I just wanted to repost them on the YouTube channel because a lot of people either don't have Facebook or are just getting away from Facebook altogether. So all the credit to these videos absolutely goes to him. He is a wonderful guy who we've met several times, and we cannot wait to get on not only the Carnival celebration, but also the Carnival Jubilee in 2023. Now, if you are somebody that absolutely loves cruising, which I'm sure you are if you clicked on this video, consider subscribing to the channel. We do regular uploads of cruise content, whether it's, lives with other content creators or live as a family, vlogs, and anything in between as far as cruise related. But let's get right into the video.
Well, I see many of you have joined us already in expectation of what's about to happen. But first of all, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in this wonderful world. It's a pleasure to welcome you to another Facebook Live. Thank you for sharing the journey of this ship with us for the last 10 days that I've been here. And it's all building up to tomorrow, of which we will be talking much more about with our special guest who's coming into shot. Ta-da! Of course, no introductions needed here. Our President Christine, what an honor it is, as always, for me to share a moment with you. I know how busy you are, and let me start by saying, before I move on, having you here has been such a tonic, such an incredible moment for every crew member. Photo. Christine. And that's because you are exactly what you ask all of our crew to be, F-U-N, fun. You're here, and for those of you who don't know where here is, where are we, Christine?
We are on Carnival Celebration in the beautiful new Golden Jubilee bar. So this was all about looking at our 50 years of fun, and this bar has so many items and throwbacks to 50 years. I think all of our guests are just really going to enjoy the storytelling that comes with this bar.
Yeah, there's a QR code on the menu, there's one on the wall, and please scan it because, as Christine said, there is history here that is going to tell the story of the 50 years. And we're almost at the end of the 50-year celebration. It's been a whirlwind, and we're going to be talking about that and this ship a little bit more. But I also know that you wanted to talk a little bit about something that has been on the mind of some of my readers here and many of our guests, and that is the issue that we've had with the very tiny few of people who've been, well, naughty, let's say like that. But in all seriousness, tell us what we're doing about it and what your thoughts are on this whole issue.
Well, John, I think we are a microcosm of society, and unfortunately, whatever has happened coming out of COVID, I think we look to any of the major U.S. cities, we're seeing greater incidents where people may not be following all the rules and causing a lot of disruption. As you know, the safety, security, and well-being of all of our guests is our number one priority, along with that of our crew and the destinations we bring our ships. So as we have experienced, as you said, a small number, but some of which have been publicized widely on social media, we are taking some additional actions to ensure that we really are in a position to give everyone a fun cruise vacation where they feel safe and everybody's behaving. So we've implemented a new curfew for those that are on board under the age of 18. You may notice in many of our home ports, we now have narcotics dogs that are making sure that we don't have people bringing illegal substances on the ship, and certainly a zero tolerance policy for people smoking on the ship. So those things are being more readily enforced. before people get on the cruise and then during the cruise. We've also increased the number of security officers that we will have, so there'll be more visibility, more patrolling of different areas, and again, to make sure that everybody can relax. We're also asking and reminding guests that we have a code of conduct, and we expect our guests, if they are going to sail with us, that we need to make sure everyone has fun and that we don't have disruption for some that impacts all. So you'll see that as part of actually the check-in process. If people don't follow the rules, then unfortunately they will have to be debarked before the end of the cruise. And there are also some consequences and fines for people who, again, don't follow the rules. So we're being very clear about what the rules are, reminding everyone, asking everyone to follow so that everyone can have a great cruise holiday with Carnival.
Thank you. Well, those are comforting words, and I know that from the comments I'm reading and the burst of thumbs up and hearts and all sorts of the other emojis, which I don't understand. But I can see everybody's very grateful to you for passing that message on, that we and that you and the whole company were aware of the problem and that we're taking the necessary steps to make sure that doesn't continue. Now, on a much happier, joyous note, you have been with us for the last 3 or 4 days, and Carnival celebration tomorrow will arrive in Southampton. 5,000 guests joining from all over the world for the voyage to Miami. You've been here for that time. Tell us your thoughts on your new flagship, Christine. What are your thoughts on her?
Well, I was so excited about Mardi Gras. We waited such a long time for her. She's an incredibly beautiful ship, and it was hard for me to even imagine how Carnival celebration could even go beyond. But like every new ship that we build, there's things that we learn, things that we can improve, and things that we completely change up. So what I think guests will experience on Celebration is exactly what we said. This is a celebration of 50 years of Carnival, going back to the first ships, the first celebration. Fast forward, this ship also looks to the past, but in this Golden Jubilee bar, you'll see the technology that we've implemented, as well as in our beautiful gateway, which is a completely new experience that I think will be first of its kind, very immersive, with the LED windows that we put there. And on the other ship, that is really where the French Quarter is, which leaned into Mardi Gras and New Orleans.
So, as we look back, and you mentioned 50 years, it's been a whirlwind. I mean, it really has. This year, seen with this ship and with all the other things that have happened, and it's been a busy period as well, hasn't it? Because we've got a ship starting tomorrow in Australia, and what else is happening?
Well, we're very excited that tomorrow we will launch Carnival Luminosa, which is actually a new ship, Spirit class ship that has joined the fleet. This will be the first cruises that we have from Brisbane, brand new terminal in Brisbane, and I think this is really a bucket list destination for many people. I was in Australia last month in Sydney, where Carnival Splendor arrived from Seattle, a 24-day journey, the first international cruise line to arrive in Sydney Harbor, and it was truly an emotional event, I think, for everyone on the ship, and also for the people in Australia who have missed having cruise ships, the same way that we did here in the US during our pause.
And of course, we've got another special year next year. This time next year, you'll be sitting on a bar stool with me on the Jubilee, and we also have a bit of Italian fun, Carnival style, to look forward to, right?
Well, we're very excited, and that inventory for Carnival Venezia is going to be opening on November 14th. I was able to visit the ship on her journey from Istanbul to Greece. I know you're going to be visiting, so all of your followers are going to see the Venezia live in action with guests on board. We are so excited about these ships. These are brand new ships. They are Vista class ships, but completely designed Italian style. And so we're going to take that beautiful Italian design and the elements there, and we are going to make them Carnival fun Italian style. I cannot wait. First of all, we're going to be starting that ship up with a European itinerary from Barcelona, and then of course there will be a crossing to New York. And I just love, the sailing into New York Harbor.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Is a magical experience.
It is.
And then of course that ship will be sailing year round from New York. She's got a great magrodome, so that'll be very, very useful in the winters, but very excited for Venezia and the sister ship that will follow, Carnival Firenze, which will be home ported in Long Beach, California, coming in 2024. So we have an 11% increase in our capacity, John.
Amazing.
In 2023. The teams are very, very excited. And
I have to say, I can see and feel your excitement. And with all the restaurants on board this ship, I'm going to have an 11% capacity by the time I get off here. So much food. And there's just one other thing I just want to touch on. I filmed earlier today in Camp Ocean, and the real estate that we have given for the children to have fun, and with the new partnership with the Kennedy Space Center and NASA. I know the family cruise line thing that we have, and we've always had that foundation of being a family cruise line, is so important to you. Am I right?
Absolutely. I was very proud once again. Reader's Digest selected Carnival Cruise Line as the most trusted cruise line. We've sailed more children than any other cruise line, and we plan to continue that with new and fun things for kids that are sailing with families. Now, one of those things they will see in the gateway, we've got our Seuss at Sea program, and not only you can now pre-book your Seuss breakfast and parade. There are some fun activities that people will be able to see in the gateway, and of course our youth center. So we're really excited to welcome more families back on board as the protocols have really relaxed for children.
Well, thank you for everything. And I want to finish with something a bit special, because you and I are at the Golden Jubilee Bar, and look at the menu. This is your first look. No one has seen this yet. And Christine is just holding the menu.
This is wood.
Is it wood?
This is beautiful
wood. Yeah, look at that.
And I don't know if people have seen the, some of the chairs.
I took them around all of this, but I hadn't seen the menu. But ladies and gentlemen, you're probably thinking, what should I have to drink? So let me tell you, there is a lot to choose from. But for all of you coming here tomorrow night and beyond, your first drink should be this one. It's called Christine's Fave, which is?
Well, this is a lovely champagne with Chambord and Saint-Germain. Cheers, and we look forward to welcoming everyone on board.
Good. There you go, Christine's Fave. Thank you for spending time with us, Christine. I know how busy you are, and we cannot wait for you to be sitting right here. Come on, book, book, book. This is a ship that you will never, ever forget. She is truly special, and we wish you were here.